How was the 90s grunge aesthetic commodified? Imagine a movement born from the streets and underground clubs, suddenly turning into a fashion trend that everyone wanted to wear. That's what happened with the grunge look in the 1990s. It all started in Seattle, where bands like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, and Alice in Chains created a sound that rejected the shiny, polished music of the 1980s. They expressed feelings of alienation and frustration through raw, simple music and style. Think thrift store flannel shirts, ripped jeans, combat boots, and a look that said, "I don't care about fashion." It was about being real, practical, and pushing back against consumerism. When grunge exploded into the mainstream, it didn't stay just in underground clubs. The fashion industry saw an opportunity. Big brands and retailers began mass-producing flannel shirts, distressed denim, and chunky boots. These items were sold at higher prices, making the look accessible but also commercialized. High-end designers started to include grunge-inspired pieces in their collections, blending rebellious style with luxury. Magazines published guides on how to get the grunge look, turning it into a trend that anyone could buy into. The music scene also felt the impact. Record labels signed bands that looked and sounded like grunge, often focusing more on the image than the music itself. They marketed these bands heavily, making grunge a hot commodity and flooding the market with similar-sounding acts. This led to a loss of the original spirit of the movement, which was about DIY culture and authentic expression. Even graphic design adopted the rough, distressed visuals of grunge. Album covers, posters, and advertisements used torn edges, uneven typography, and gritty textures to appear edgy and rebellious. These design choices, once a way for underground artists to stand out, became a tool for brands wanting to seem authentic or cool. For fans of alternative music, the commercialization of grunge is a mixed story. It helped bring underground sounds to a wider audience and inspired new artists. But it also turned a movement rooted in anti-establishment values into just another fashion trend. The rapid shift from underground to mainstream shows how easily cultural movements can be absorbed and repackaged by commercial interests. Today, the story of how grunge became a commodity reminds us of the importance of staying true to the roots of a movement. It also highlights the ongoing struggle between authenticity and commercial success in alternative music and fashion. Understanding this history helps us see how cultural shifts happen and why some styles or sounds are quickly co-opted by the mainstream.